What's up YouTube? It's your boy Shiver coming to you with the third part video. This is overused breakdown. So let's get right into it. First off is Steelix. Now Steelix is a really interesting Pokemon in this game due to the way it's set up. It makes it so projectiles that follow it can't really hit it that well, so you can, kind of avoid a lot of those shadow balls, the ancient powers, a lot of stuff like that. This Pokemon's just, as long as you keep moving, you're gonna avoid them. It has a pretty decent attack stat with an amazing defense stat. Now that defense stat makes it extremely bulky, so as long as you're not taking a bunch of special attacks, you're gonna be able to take hits for days. And they need to kind of fix the Sandstorm ability in this game because it's supposed to heal him, but from what I've seen, it does not heal him. So if they could, adjust that, make it to where Sandstorm is healing Steelix, this Pokemon, it already does really good. It's going to do even better. So after that, we might see it move up to Uber, but due to its, shortcomings in special defense, I'm not thinking that's really going to happen. It's probably just going to stay in overused. Next, we have Venusaur. Now this Pokemon is a really interesting case. It has some really good stats with a 78 average. With 82 attack, it's going to do really good. Some 83 defense and 100 special defense. It's going to be really bulky. This is a really bulky Pokemon. If you use it in the regular games, if you use it in this game, it's going to be a really bulky Pokemon and be able to take a lot of hits. Now, where this Pokemon's downfall kind of is it's a special attacker. Saying that, it doesn't have any special attacks in this game. They are all physical attacks. Once they change that, this Pokemon is going to do really well. It does really well already, but it will do even better once it gets some special attacks. Now we have the best fighting type Pokemon in the game. Not really the biggest tournament to win, considering there's 3 and one of them doesn't even have fighting type attacks, so that really kind of cuts it down to 2 between Machamp and Mankey. But so with that 130 attack, it's gonna hit really hard, and at 80 in defense, 85 in special defense, and a 90 in HP, you're gonna be, able to take a hit or two. And the shortcoming, your speed. 55 speed, it's pretty slow. But if you can max out those speed EVs and get it to where it's able to catch up to some of those Pokemon, and you can predict where they're gonna be so you can hit them, you're gonna hit them hard, you're gonna hit them fast. Not really, because it's slow, but that's the phrase. Now this Pokemon was completely broken in the Gen 1 games due to a mess up in the coding, making it to where Psychic didn't have any kind of weakness whatsoever. It was supposed to be Ghost, but they messed up the coding, so it just had no weakness. In this game, it's really good. You have Hidden Power, you have Psychic. Those are 2 really good attacks, and then you have Recover. Now, so you have a little bit of self-sustain, and when it comes to special defense, you're decently bulky. You have an amazing special attack, but you're very frail with that 45 in defense, so you're not going to take a whole lot of physical attacks and walk away from them. Now, with 120 in speed, you're going to be pretty fast, so you should be able to avoid a lot of those physical attacks. So this Pokemon is really decent. I saw Coughing for Days use one yesterday, and it did really amazing. It was shiny, so that was really cool. What else can I say about this Pokemon? It's really good. Y'all should get one, try it out, tell me what you think. And for those of you listening that are new, this Pokemon does not evolve by trading. It evolves by happiness. And we get that question in the global chat so many times, asking if someone can help them evolve their Kadabra. but that's not how it works in Pokemon MMO 3D. You have to get its happiness up for it to evolve. So with that little rant aside, let's move on to the next Pokemon. Getting back to our legendary bird trio, we have the lightning bird Zapdos. It's a really solid lightning pick. If you're not going with Magneton, this is definitely the electric type Pokemon that you want to have on your team. It has Thunder, Thunder Shock, Zap Cannon, all really good moves. And then you have Ancient Power, another great move. Peck, not gonna use it that much. Agility, you can use it to get out of some sticky situations. But overall, this Pokemon's going to do really well. It has 100 in speed, so it's, fairly fast. 125 special attack, so it's going to hit hard. And some pretty good defense and special defense and HP, making it, pretty bulky. Now with the last of the trio, Articuno, number 1. It's, not used as much as Zapdos nowadays or Moltres, which Moltres will be jumping up pretty soon. But it's still a really solid Pokemon. It's got 100 defense, 125 special defense, 90 HP. It's going to be really bulky, be able to take some hits. It is weak to fire, so with the prevalence of Arcanine, it's, going to get hurt in that. But as long as you're not going up against an Arcanine, you're going to do really good with that 95 special attack. You have a really decent moveset with Gust. Gust is a really strong flying attack. Powdered Snow, not the greatest. Ice Beam isn't the greatest either. And you have Blizzard, which is a really good recovery move. It's a little annoying to work around because it covers the entire field and you can't really see where the arena is. So you might, step out of the arena from time to time due to it. But overall, it's a really decent Pokemon. Getting into the Gen 2 EV evolutions, we'll start off with Espeon. This Pokemon has a really good special attack, some good speed, a good special defense. A lot like Alakazam, it's not going to take physical hits that well. It might take it a little better than Alakazam, but not as good as a Venusaur or a Steelix. Overall, this Pokemon's really solid. You have Tackle, Tail Whip, good combination. You have Swift for range, and then you have Psychic for another ranged attack. So it's a very solid Pokemon. I apologize about this because I can't remember the trainer's name. I believe it's Floors some numbers, but they have a Espeon named Espy, and it does really good in PvP. I've seen it take out a lot of Pokemon. I was able to beat it myself, but I had a really good advantage with the next Pokemon that I'm going to talk about. But, shout out to Floors for, having that great Espeon and really letting this Pokemon shine. And following the trend of Gen 2 EV evolutions, we have Umbreon. Now, like I was just talking about, I was able to beat Floors Espeon because of this Umbreon. Dark type Pokemon are completely immune to Psychic, so, I completely took out one of Espy's attack out of its arsenal just by choosing this Pokemon. And from there I was able to, whittle it down until I beat it. So this Pokemon, very, very bulky. 110 defense, 130 in special defense, 95 HP. Really bulky. Has a, decent attack. It's not really that good. Special attack, little less good. And speed, not so good. But it has so much speed altering moves that the speed doesn't matter. There's some controversy going on right now between a Bite Umbreon or a Confuse Ray Umbreon. To get Bite, you have to level your Eevee up to 29 first, then evolve it to Umbreon, and you'll get your Bite. Or you can evolve your Umbreon fairly early to where you get Confuse Ray at 17. You definitely want to have it as an Umbreon before 71 when you get Moonlight. But me personally, I'm liking the Bite Umbreon a lot more just because, 5 more in attack. You're going to deal a little more damage than the Confuse Ray. And you also get Takedown, so that's another physical attack you're going to get. So, me myself, I'm going more the Bite road A lot of people like the Confuse Ray. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but like I said, personally, I like the Bite. So that's what I go with. Getting to the OG Ghost Pokemon, the very first Ghost Pokemon. Not really, because Ghastly and Haunter and all that, so technically the third. But the final evolution, first Ghost Pokemon. Really solid. Pretty good Pokemon. I say solid, but it's really not, because it kind of suffers in the defense and special defense. But you have that 130 special attack, some great move pool that hit really hard, really fast, and you know, there's not much more I can say about Gengar. A lot of people use them, a lot of people like them. Right now we're in the Halloween event, so a lot of people are getting a lot of different shiny Haunters, so we'll probably start seeing a lot more shiny Gengars roaming around, and you know, I think that's really cool. So you know, it's what it is. Okay, this next Pokemon I do not personally own, so I can't use my Pokédex to break it down for you, but I will be using the complete Pokédex on the Pmmop website. Thanks Megapixel for putting this all together. Guys, this is an amazing tool. Everybody needs to be taking advantage of it. You can find every single Pokemon, all the moves, when they learn it, when they evolve, everything, all on this one website. So, getting back to the breakdown, Mew. It has a 1 in a million chance to find it. Extremely rare. If you have found it, you're extremely lucky, and you know, if you want to sell it, you're gonna get millions of dollars. So you have hundreds in all stats, making it, you know, anything it wants to be. It can be a special attacker, physical attacker, a wall, anything. Move pool, pound, mega punch, psychic, barrier, ancient power. What more can you want? Really solid move pool. Extremely solid. I've seen this Pokemon do just amazing. I've never used one. I got one on a private server, but really didn't use it much. I mean, what else can I say? This is, you know, the famous Mew. Everybody should know about it. Alright, for the second to last Pokemon on this list, we have Arcanine. This Pokemon, very solid. One of the best fire type Pokemon in the game. You have 110 attack, 100 special attack, making it be whatever you want. You can do physical attacker, special attacker, use both of them. 80 defense, 80 special defense, 90 HP, really bulky. Then you have 95 speed, making it really fast. So this Pokemon overall is really good. It runs the PvP scene at 100. Before some updates in the game, it was considered Uber just because how powerful it was. Now that the updates came out and they nerfed it a little bit, it's come down to the overused from Uber, but it's still a very solid Pokemon. If you have the chance, you need to find yourself a good, you know, quiet or brave Arcanine, and it's gonna do you really good. Last but not least, we have my favorite starter Pokemon, Blastoise. Like I said before, this is the best water type Pokemon in the game right now, due to Water Pulse being shot out from each of its cannon, meaning you have a ×2 damage on Water Pulse. That is incredible, because Water Pulse is a very strong move, and you have an 85 special attack. It's not the greatest, but it's not bad. You have 100 in defense, 105 special defense, 97 HP. It's pretty bulky, so you're going to be dealing a lot of damage, and you know, being able to take quite a few hits. I've taken a direct thunder and zap cannon at the same time with a Blastoise and lived. Granted, I had like 2 HP, but hey, I lived, right? That's what matters. Overall, you're gonna want to get this Pokemon. It's just incredible. If you didn't pick it as your starter, I'm sorry. Try to go to Pallet Beach. After the most recent update, it is the only place it's spawning right now. I'm gonna have to talk to Megapixel to see if he can change the information on PMMOP's Pokédex to only Pallet Beach, because I haven't heard anyone saying they caught one on Trainer Island 1 or Viridian Pond, but I've caught 3 or 4 on the Pallet Beach, day or night. So, you know, I can confirm that, I can testify to that. So go out to Pallet Beach, grind you some speed EVs, some attack EVs, and look for a Squirtle. Get it leveled up, get a Blastoise, and you're gonna do really well. So that's it for my overused breakdown. If you're enjoying this, you know, series, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, and the next list, really short, 5 Pokemon for Ubers. I'm gonna probably have to use, you know, the Pmmop Pokédex for 2 of those Pokemons, because I don't have a Celebi and I don't have a Ho-Oh. So, you know, you'll be seeing that again. But like I said before, that's a great website. Y'all should all be using it. And until next time, catch y'all later.